Make a meal with me. Have a yummy meal with me. Make a meal with me. Come and make a meal with me. Make a meal with me. Have a yummy meal with me. Make a meal with me. Come and make a meal with me.
Hi, hello, hola, bonjour, konnichiwa. My name is Ashley and welcome to my cooking channel where we will not only enjoy yummy foods but also have fun doing so. Disclaimer, I'm not a professional cook nor baker, but I do take a heavy interest in both because I love food. I'm very fond of making food to satisfy my hunger and would like to indulge deeper into these matters. This channel to me is set to be a journey tracker that will display the improvement of both my cooking and baking skills and hopefully help others who would like to improve their skills too. With this being said, I'm acquiring new knowledge as I go and I'm optimistic you will too. Today we'll be making a Mango Key Lime Cheesecake. Sound delicious, doesn't it? Before we start, let's get to know about cheesecake, shall we? Cheesecake was invented in Greece around 776 BC. It was originally given to athletes during the first Olympic Games because it was considered a good source of energy. Athenaeus, a rhetorician and writer, wrote the first recipe in 230 AD. The recipe consisted of cheese being pounded to a smooth consistency, poured into a brass pan with honey, wheat, and flour, then heated under a hot brick and served warm. Ever since then, the cheesecake recipe has traveled throughout the world while being modified due to the influence of different cultures. Bonus fact, cheesecake was the staple of Greek wedding cakes. Now that we know some basic info about this delicious dessert, let's get to making one, but first we need our ingredients.
Alright, let's get into it. The first thing we're going to need is our graham crackers. And then we want to make our way to the spice cabinet, get us some nutmeg and vanilla. Don't forget your half stick of butter, and these ingredients will be for your crust. Next, you're going to get yourself 3 mangoes, and then you want to get your eggs. You're going to need 5 eggs for this dish, 3 large eggs, and then 2 egg yolks. Next, you want to get 4 blocks of cream cheese, 32 ounces to be exact. Then head over to your fridge, get your mango nectar and your mango chunks out the freezer. I do advise you use ripe mangoes. The only reason why I didn't is because I didn't have time to wait for ripe mangoes. I had to make this dish the very next day. You want to get your sugar, and once you get your sugar, these ingredients will be for your filling. Lastly, you're going to need sour cream, a lime, and some sugar for your topping. Now it's time to make the actual cheesecake. Preheat your oven to 375. We're making the crust first, so we'll need to finely crush 8 graham crackers until your bowl looks like sand on the beach. Afterwards, melt butter on low heat for 3 to 4 minutes. Once the butter is done melting, put the rest of the ingredients that's supposed to be in your crust into the bowl and stir. You want to fill the bottom of the pan with the crust mix and fill it completely. Once you've done that, put it in the oven for 8 minutes. Now we have to make our filling while that's baking. First, we're going to make a mango puree. This puree will make 4 cups, and in a big bowl, you want to blend your cream cheese and sugar into a thick paste. We will then add our eggs to the bowl one by one, meaning that we will crack an egg, then blend it, then do the same until all the eggs are in the bowl and mixed. cups of the mango puree that we made will then be added to the bowl and blended up nicely. Now it's time to add the lime zest, and all I did was grate the skin of the lime, the entire lime. I didn't really put a measurement to it. Once the zest is completely mixed, pour filling into a pan and lower the oven's temperature to 325 degrees and let it bake for an hour. With an hour to waste, we'll make our topping with sour cream, juice from limes, and sugar. When the cheesecake is done baking, let it cool for 15 minutes and spread on the topping. To make our cake more decorative, using the leftover mango puree and a chopstick helps create designs such as swirls on the face of the cake. Don't forget the coconut flakes. Since I ended up with 2 cakes, I will be designing the second one. The cake will bake a little longer in the oven on 375 degrees for 20 minutes. When the time ends, crack the oven door just a little bit and let the cake sit for an hour. Once the cakes have cooled, saran wrap them and place them in the fridge overnight. And this is how our cake turned out.
Yummy cheesecake. This part of the video is to review how well the dish was and to get an insight of what judges think. Due to the pandemic that is affecting many lives, I'm unable to invite friends and other family members over to judge. But in the near future, hopefully, this part of the video will change with on-camera reactions. For now, I will be taking reviews from my mom and sister who I live with, so let's see what they have to say. Since my mother and sister are at work, they gave me the review via email and I will be reading off of my laptop. I'm going to start with my mother's review. She said, the mango lime cheesecake closely resembled that of the display shown for the recipe. It was cream in color with an orange swirl appearance across the top to show the blend of mango. The cheesecake top was garnished with coconut shreds and center display of lime wedges. As the cheesecake baked, a hint of fresh lime and mango smell filled the kitchen, awakening the senses with the immediate urge and desire to command a slice. Once the cheesecake cooled off and ready to eat, the initial bite of the dessert was everything as imagined with regards to good flavor as well as texture from the filling to the crust. It was very good and delicious. I enjoyed every bite. Thanks, Mom. Okay, so now I'll be talking about my sister's review. She did more of a numerical grading system towards how well my dish was. I'll tell you the category, the number she gave, and the comment she gave beside it. For the serving and presentation category, she gave me a 5, even though she did question how come we couldn't eat the lime with the cake, or the slice of cake I gave her. I mean, she could have. I don't know why you would want to eat a slice of lime. It's very sour. Yes. Anyways, the next category, creativity and practicality, she gave me a 4, even though she would have given me a 5, but the reason why she gave me a 4 was because there could have been room for improvement. She thought toasting the She thought toasting the coconut shreds would have added a little bit more color to it. And she said probably add edible diamonds or something to make it, look fancy and enticing. I could have done that. I might do that. Little edible diamonds on a dessert does make a difference. Let's just say that. For the flavor, taste, and doneness category, she gave me a 4, only because it wasn't very mango-y like. It was tart and had a hint more of lime than it did mango. And she did say it did hold a great consistency. And she liked the addition of the coconut shreddings on top, and she gave another comment saying great job overall. So thank you to her for that comment. Now I'm gonna go to what I thought about my cheesecake. I thought my cheesecake was very well. I do agree with my sister, it could have been more mango-y. The consistency was, I feel like the consistency was nice. It was thick, but it was also smooth, so I feel like those are good attributes in a cheesecake. The crust, delicious. I felt as though the crust was very delicious. Adding that vanilla and nutmeg really added, I don't want to just say flavor, but it added a little pop, a little shabam, a zing, if you will. I don't know, but it did add a good thing to it. The coconut shreddings, I actually did comment on that. I feel as though I should have toasted the coconut shreddings on a baking sheet and put it in the oven for I want to say 350 for a few minutes, and probably should have then put it on top. That's something I would have done differently. Another thing that I did do differently was the crust. I believe I only put I baked the crust for 8 minutes. I put it in just an extra 2 minutes just to give it more of a done golden brown look. And I also said I would have added honey like the original recipe from Athena's recipe that he made when he said he added honey to the cheesecake. I would have done that. But now that I think about it, honey, lime, mango, that could probably go together. Does it? I don't know. I'm gonna try it next time. I'm gonna have to. Either way, this cheesecake was exceptionally good in my books, especially due to the fact that it was my first time. So I'm proud of myself, pat myself on the back, and I give myself I don't want to say 4.5, but I don't want to say 5, just because I do want to improve on some things. So I guess I'll just have to settle with the 4.5. Still, overall a good grade, and yeah, I'm proud of myself. Oh, you guys are still here? Well, I meant to tell you that, well, this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you really so much for watching. Subscribe if you would like to see more. I promise my videos will improve in the near future. Like it if you like the dish, if you like the way I made it, if you if you just simply like the fact that this video was made. Also comment any tips that would help me. Also comment for other people. People like to look at the comment section and find things that would help them in the future. Another thing is share it with people that want to learn how to make a mango key lime cheesecake, or that just want to learn how to cook or bake in general. So thank you so much for watching my video. Please be safe and have a good one.